My enemies are many. My equals are none.
Welcome back to part 44 of my France Let's Play for Napoleon Total War with Darthmod, the beginning of our finale. I was originally intending for this to be a much bigger, longer episode, probably of like 2 to 3 hours, and actually seeing us through to the end. I don't know if I'd have split that up into hour-long videos for YouTube or what. I'm kind of still deciding how I'm going to do that. But I've been unwell this week, which probably for some of you is going to be like, well, you've had that cough for ages. But no, it was something new this week that floored me. Hay fever. Damn stupid pollen. Yeah, completely wiped me out Wednesday, which is when I was planning on streaming this for about 4 hours to finish up the campaign. So I've managed to squeeze in a little bit of time for it on Friday. I'm feeling a bit better. So we are going to, at minimum today, unleash Napoleon's new army. That's going to be the goal for today's episode. And obviously kicking off our final push against Russia and towards campaign victory. But instead, we are going to kind of pencil in, or at least not even pencil in, actually, just in pen. We're going to plan to fully finish off this campaign on Wednesday next week. Wednesday the 19th. So if you want to watch it live, feel free to tune in next Wednesday morning. If not, there'll either be one big episode or maybe like hour chunks. I'll kind of see how things go with it. There will be, I guess depending on how long it takes, I might separate the final act of this whole Napoleonic series we've been doing with the Battle of Waterloo scenario as its own separate video. I haven't yet decided. So we'll kind of see what the timing's like when we come to it. Anyway, Napoleon, we need to grab you and your old guard. I might take the heavy cavalry reserve, but we'll see what we can take out of this force. I did want to grab some of the young guard as well. I'm thinking we'll take 4 of them from this force. We are now assembling Napoleon's mightiest force. We've got more old guard. Now, I could spread these out, but of course they're all going to go to Napoleon. So we've now got 4 old guard, 4 young guard. Rather, there are the guard seamen as well. But let's get the artillery in. The Grand Battery of the Convention, which is just going to be truly devastating. Instead of 4 guns, which is what our 12-pounders have, this one, also a 12-pounder from what I can tell, has 8 guns. So it's a big boy. What was your artillery anyway? It was 12-pounders. Yeah, okay, it was all 12-pounders. So actually, we'll keep them just because they've got better veterancy. So we'll take those 3. And then we'll give you the Grand Battery of the Convention. And you have space. Then you need cavalry, grenadiers, à cheval. Let's give you those 4. You've got space for 3 more units. 3 more units. You to do is guards of honor. So we could chuck in some more cavalry if we really wanted to. The Brave Regiment. I might keep them separate. There's artillery à pied. And experimental howitzers, but we'll leave them out of Napoleon. Well, do I give them the experimental howitzers as well? We could potentially. Or I could throw in the heavy cavalry reserve. Or the chasseurs à cheval. Got a lot more infantry in here. I feel like we probably need more infantry. Tell you what. Let's go for 1 experimental howitzer. And then I'll give you these 2. The 18th E, the Brave. There we go. That is Napoleon's final elite force, the best of the best. Okay, he doesn't have his heavy cavalry reserve, but that is fine. I could potentially look to give that to Murat Where did we send him, though? We send him over here? Yeah, he's over there. So, yeah, more heavy cavalry reserve. Because you've got the cuirassiers there. But we're going to bring Napoleon on up to fight this force here. Because this is the largest army I can see in the area that the Russians have. And I'd like to test Napoleon's new force against a force of equal measure and strength. So that is where we will send him. Up he goes. Got another spy here. Just send you up and round. Now we need to combine these guys into a new effective fighting force because I've pillaged your best units. Let's go. You can have those 3. Infantry's a bit of a mess. What I'll do is, yeah, take... Because you guys are going to push this way for me. So what we'll do is we'll take that cannon out to go to you guys. And then you need cavalry. So I'll give... the heavy cavalry is going to send to Murat. You know what? Murat is fine. I'll send you guys over here. Along with these guys. And you've got space for 3 more units. You can have 1 more of them. So you've got 8. And you've got space for 2 more. Which can be these guys. Lovely. And then you lot can go here. Lovely. And then we will just plop in a load of grenadiers to just sit behind there. Wonderful stuff. Oh, we did drop these guys off. Yeah, more elite cavalry. Yes, I forgot about them. Whoops. We've got the Empress Dragoons. And more cuirassiers. But the grenadiers à cheval are pretty potent. Well, they're 17, 21, 18, 29. Yeah, not bad. They're pretty good with their range and accuracy. We will bring them up to Murat so he can have a nice pick of their units. You could have some better ones, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. We'll let Napoleon be the one to strike next turn. So we'll just make sure we get these guys into position so they too can strike. We'll send 1 over here. 1 to the bridge near Kiev. Take all those ships, pop them in Sevastopol. Yeah, we won't worry about moving the rest of our troops around much because we'll let Napoleon lead the charge. So many spies now. You guys are all set because the rest of them could probably just swarm one in. Also, last episode I was suddenly like, oh, where did that Russian army come from? We went through the end turn phase and there was just this little Russian army that just wandered up through here and I was just completely oblivious. At one point the camera was just looking at it, but I guess I was just talking and not taking in what I was looking at. But then the following turn I was like, how did that Russian army appear there? And everyone in the comments was just like, it just walked past you, Lionheart. Yeah. So there we go. There we go. Stuff happens. We miss things. Throw out a load of cuirassiers just because I can. I was going to do one more pass of any buildings we can build. But I think we're pretty much there across most of our settlements now. I don't think there's much need to go through many of them and add anything else. They're all either set to upgrade or near the maximum. I mean, at this point, it's just not going to matter because we're not going to be coming back to any of them for any further upgrades or bits and pieces. I mean, that one going up there. I mean, I guess we could argue that we should fully upgrade Paris as best it can be. But we are well and truly done. We just need to finish it off. So, yeah, I think that's okay. Edinburgh can have some stuff. I think you're safely done. Right, let's end the turn and then prepare to unleash the full unstoppable might of Napoleon with his young and old guard and his Grand Battery of the Convention. Let's do it. Okay. Agents detected. Not too bothered. The Rum Puncheon Rebellion. Oh no. New South Wales, Australia. Ah, okay. That won't bother us here. Move that army back. The gateway is open, and Napoleon shall strike. Unleash the full force and fury of Napoleon with the best of the best. We go. Right. Well, nice-ish start. We've got a little bit of high ground we can set up our artillery on. Draw them to us. What have they got? They've got a little bit of artillery out in front. Hopefully we can bring that down pretty swiftly. And I know we're attacking them, but hopefully that will then trigger them to march across the fields and get blasted by my forces. Oh, so here we go. So yeah, we've got 8 artillery pieces there. Compare that to a normal unit. So 4 versus 8. So just double the fun. That's great. That is great. And I know Old Guard wouldn't be used kind of in the front line, but we're going to have some fun with it in Napoleon's army. We're going to use them like frontline troops alongside the Young Guard to really shatter the enemy with the best of the best. Because otherwise, if we were going to use them as they were used kind of historically as like the elite reserve, we probably would dish these guys out because you can only have 4 of them. Whereas we dish them out amongst all of our armies so that they, or 4 of our core armies, so they all had some elite troops to really steady their line if they absolutely needed them. But in this alternate history, Napoleon's chosen to go big or go home and deploy all of his units. We've also got that experimental howitzer, which we should be able to leave here firing. Oh, I was like, why is your range so small? You're set to canister shot. Carcass. Or there is quick climb. So actually, yeah, quick climb you can't actually hit to start with. So we'll need to wait until they get into range. We've got these little mounds here, so we can probably deploy. We can use that to secure our troops a little bit. So we'll put one there. It's going to be a little bit annoying. We will actually move out of it just because I would like to place a cannon in that section, please. I'll just maneuver you guys into position a smidge. There we go. And same with you guys. We could tuck them in a bit more, but we want the Old Guard maximum firepower. You could argue that the Russian campaign was Napoleon's go big or go home. That's true. He definitely decided to go big rather than the more sound tactics of the day. Actually, I'm just thinking what we're going to do is... We've got the Grand Battery, haven't we? That we need loads of space for. Because there's 8 cannon. We're having it in our line so that we can switch it to canister. So yeah, go there. That's fine. That leaves me with 2 more, doesn't it? So still deploy. This is fine. You guys wanted lots of cannon, right? Actually makes me think with this force we could potentially drop down to just 3 main cannon. So I could sort one out for another experimental, actually. If I wanted to. It's the last one. This one on the flank. That's fine because it can be protected by the brave. Infantry. A bit of an angle as well, so that's useful for us anyway. Shuffle them forward a smidge, supported by cavalry. And then the howitzer there. Right. Begin.
Lime shells are a type of insect.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Well, I'd be surprised with anything different, considering the forces we have versus what they have. There we go. Read a great biography of Napoleon on campaign that did excellent analysis of his Russian campaign. The thesis was that it failed because Napoleon, for some reason, violated all of his own rules of warfare while prosecuting the invasion. And those failures added up to his total defeat. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not necessarily a period I've studied that much of, but what little I have studied, I think I've read something very similar about. Yeah, up until this point, he always followed a very strict kind of series of rules and kind of code for tactics and deployment and knowing when to hold a position, give ground, fall back, regroup, and things like that. And in Russia, he just kept on pushing. I think it's a combination of various things, but he felt that was his. I think he felt like he needed to substantially humiliate Russia so that it would also remove any further threat from other European powers daring to kind of challenge him or cause problems for him. Essentially, that would be his almost like nuclear deterrent to sort of be able to say, well, look what I did to Russia. I'll do that to you, basically. But obviously he wasn't able to achieve that, and everything unraveled because of the failing of that campaign in the end. But yeah, arrogance, pride, and everything else probably all played a part as well. Even the greats can overextend and end up with nothing. It's just absolutely annihilating their center there. Beautiful stuff. What was that firing as well? Yeah, there we go. There's the quick climb. If you might be able to get a shot on those guys at the edge. Cavalry counterattack. Nice. Yeah, I can see them trying to flank me with their infantry over here. They're trying to secure the width of the map because they know I've left this side open. There we go. There's the quick climb. Form square. They'll hit the artillery position. Then get blasted from all sides. Those guys will never make it. Oh, quick climb. Hello. Not going to see much action on the left. That's fine. What we'll do is we'll send these guys forward along with that unit of artillery. Pull the cavalry back again. Square again. Oh, the shredding power there. Send my cavalry in.
Sir! Sir! Our general
Against
is
them.
under attack!
They've been seen away. Try and flank the cavalry. Hammer their flanks. Get the experimental howitzer focused on that unit in square. I've actually managed to somehow pull through that, even though I gave an attack order to hit the unit behind, but I'll take it. It just saved them. Watch out, the stakes there. Just saw him in time. Pull the cavalry back again. Take out the general first. Turn, hit the militia. They managed to form square in the end. They've gone straight through the square. Keep going. Now pull them back. Just keep firing. Just keep firing. Needed a little bit more infantry over on the right, I think. Well, we should be able to get this old guard unit swinging around now. Finish that one off. Let's secure that. Bring the infantry round. They'll be trapped. Pull the cavalry back. Ah. You got the cavalry in. Instead into the old guard. See him off. You can stand.
We have killed their general, sir. Now
Lovely.
they must break.
Cavalry, finish them off at last. You can have your moment. Instant break. Little bit more quick climb. Old guard reinforced. Here we go. Fire. That's seen him off. Just that last unit in the middle that's finally broken. And a heroic victory for Napoleon. Who'd have thought? 701 loss, not bad. And the entirety of the enemy force wiped out. Grand Battery of the Convention, 971 kills. I was expecting great things for it. And it didn't disappoint. Nice. Peacefully occupied, yep. Audio bug, so we'll just jump away and come back. And that fixes that. Lovely. Yeah, leave the spy in there. Right. Yeah, you can swap out your dragoons for some of these guys. In fact. Yeah, those lancers are good. What we'll do is we'll take out those 4. We'll leave them behind to look after this. Murat, you can strike up towards Minsk. Take these 4 with you. You've got regular lancers, haven't you? Let's give you a nice little upgrade then. There we go. Have you march towards Kiev. If Napoleon's other armies and generals smash through the rest of Russia's territories, what we'll do is we'll let his army replenish and then push on Moscow. So the other armies we can now send in. We'll fight any battles that we really need to fight, but if they give us a straightforward slam dunk, then we'll take it. I think there's 1 or 2 other armies that I wouldn't mind seeing in action, like this one actually with the artillery à pied fighting at Kiev. Yeah, we could probably do with fighting that one. Let's see the artillery à pied in action. We'll come back to that though. Here, what have you got? Little force outside. This one's got experimental howitzers and artillery à pied as well. In fact, actually, yeah, maybe we'll fight. We could siege it and then bring this other army in and then just auto-resolve it next turn. And then fight that other battle. Because actually this army looks like it'll be quite a bit of fun with their forces. Send you guys in here. Bring you guys into support. Davo, our Iron Marshal. Solid victory. Lovely. You go straight into Minsk, actually. Do it. Keep going, Davo. Demand their surrender. Thank you. Yeah, Murat, you keep rushing up that way. You guys stay put. We have this army able to push through here if we want to, which we'll chuck in. Knew once this began, it wouldn't take long. Oh yeah, I can't move across here because the Navy's controlling that bit. Okay, interesting. But I can take sort of this part of our naval strength, blockade them, and then we should be able to press across with this force. It might try and counterattack it. This isn't our best troops that we have over here, but still. Perfectly doable. Bernadotte, we could get you back into the action. Send you down to support our St. Petersburg push. Is that all the pushes that we needed to do? I think so. It has begun. And it now shall not end until Moscow falls. We'll make that our final settlement so that we achieve all of our victory conditions. Right. Just have another battle at Mitau Courland. In we go.
Ordre de groupe de bataille prêt. Cavalry, gauche. Lancez des ordres. Groupe de bataille prêt. Cavalry, gauche.
Show them the delights and joys of quicklime. Right, we don't have a lot of artillery to have set up in canister. We've got 2. Not the trees there, but that's a little clearing we can utilize. Roughly spaced off, but you're a little bit too far over then. There's trees there, so we'll have to have you just off to the right. That's fine. There we go. Right. Yeah, we can get those grenadiers all the way through that center group very nicely. That makes it really easy. We'll have the young guard then. Pop them on the right. And have these 3 over on the left. Then we've got another group of 3, which I'm going to have on the right and push forward and swing to shatter them. Got the guards of honor, which we'll use to strike over here. In fact, I'm going to load all my cavalry on this side. Let's do it. But they can't hit yet. But my normal cannon can. A little bit of a ridge in front of us. Unfortunate. It's fine. Adjust you guys.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Round a little bit. Thank you. Got their reinforcements coming in. Just go to knock out their cavalry and threaten those reinforcements as they come in. Welcome, per GTA. Glad you enjoy the content so much. Welcome, welcome. That's it. 3 cavalry in. These are guard grenadiers. They ain't messing. Yeah, they pulled all their cavalry over to this side now. That's fine. Go. Did you just fire that over our own line? I think you did. Stop it. That's not good. Right into the militia. Young guard doing great.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Militia shattered. We'll reform with all of our cavalry and then go for their cannons. Cav at the back. They're gone. Get the cavalry in behind. Managed to knock out some of my artillery pieces. That's kind of annoying. Getting behind them. Finish him off. Keep going. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Push forward with the infantry. Letting my cav do all the heavy lifting as usual. But we should give him some support, I think. Knock out that last cannon.
Our men are running, sir!
That's fine. They'll recover. Oh, they got these guys just in time. Lovely. Trapped by squares. And these guys running to meet their doom at my infantry line. Lovely. They're broken. Okay. Thanks for firing, revealing your position, and then giving up. Standard. Job done.
Hurrah!
944 lost. Wiped out the enemy force.
Préparez-vous pour la bataille!
There we go. Right, well. Our opening move of the push against Russia has gone pretty well. Pretty well indeed. We should be able to swoop in and make some additional conquests fairly quickly. Do I want to bring these guys up? None of them can get in there just yet. I can't send. I was hoping I could like keep pushing and take Estonia as well in the same turn, but we'll do it next turn. Don't want to overextend too much. That's fine. You guys are going to go in there once Napoleon. Actually, Napoleon, hop on out here. Leave you guys behind there. And have these guys keep pushing. We'll have Napoleon keep moving towards Moscow, just replenishing for one final showdown. I don't know if I quite trust the Order Resolve to handle that properly, so I'll wait until next turn to then finish it off with that army coming in. So let's do one more end turn to finish this opening round of our final push against Russia. You have a few little forces all over the place, so there's going to be, yeah, pulling them all together. Not going to worry too much about swatting the smaller little groups of them. The main goal
There is unused land suitable for farming in this region.
is to take out their settlements, because then that will bleed and deplete them further. Okay. Lovely. Right, what we need to do is march this army up here, and then we can finish them at Kiev, and then we can keep pushing Belgorod. This army can march up through to Smolensk. You have an army down there we might need to face. Kutuzov. I might be able to direct my forces actually up. Yeah, up and around actually once we clear these guys around here. Maybe even Napoleon put some pressure on them. That's fine. Murat is racing forward, so yeah, he can take Minsk and free up Davo to keep pushing. And we can just walk into Estonia and claim it. Probably wait. Oh no, Bernadotte can push the attack on Novgorod. Yeah, it's going to be a few more turns, and then just a final battle with Napoleon. So yeah, we should be able to finish this comfortably with another hour or two, and that will include fighting the Waterloo battle. So join us for the finale, part 45 plus the Waterloo battle, next Wednesday. We'll be streaming and recording it at the same time. Until the next one, hope you've enjoyed. Take care, and ciao for now.